Bro, we need to talk about Grow a Garden, because this game is literally sitting on the edge of greatness and disaster at the same time. Like, no cap, it might be the biggest Roblox game we've ever seen, but the way things are going, it could end up being another fish moment. You know what I'm talking about. When a game goes from peak hype to everyone clowning on it because the devs got too greedy, and at the center of all this chaos, do big studios, aka the Roblox villain arc, everyone's been waiting for. These guys have become the Thanos of Roblox, collecting games like Infinity Stones, and every time they touch something, the community starts yelling pay to win. Let's roll it back to the numbers, because these stats are wild. Grow a Garden hit 22 million concurrent players in July 2025. That's not just Roblox history, that's gaming history. Bro, it passed Fortnite's all-time record of 15 million. Imagine that, a blocky farming sim on Roblox flexing harder than Fortnite. Reuters, PC Gamer, all the big outlets were like, Roblox is actually breaking the internet. Roblox themselves even posted about it like, look at our baby, breaking records. And yeah, the numbers don't lie. This game was on top of the world. But here's the thing, the higher a game climbs, the more vultures start circling. And that's exactly when Do Big Studios swooped in. Now, who are these guys? If you don't know, let me break it down. Do Big Studios isn't your friendly dev squad grinding in Blender and coding in VS Code because they love the game. Nah, these guys are basically a business machine in disguise. Their actual parent company, Mobile Game Advertising and More Inc., out of Florida. Tell me that doesn't sound like some corporate mobile game publisher energy. They're not out here trying to be creative, they're out here trying to turn every Roblox hit into Candy Crush with Robux. They literally say it on their site, we'll scale your Roblox game into the next level business. And sure, that sounds cool for devs drowning under their own success, but for players, it's like watching your favorite chill hangout spot get turned into a Walmart overnight. And Grow a Garden is the perfect example of that. The original creator popped off, the game was vibing, everyone was just farming, decorating, flexing their plots. Then veteran dev Jandel, the guy behind A Dusty Trip, slid in to help scale it. Sounds fine, right? But then Do Big grabbed a minority share. Not even majority control, but just enough to get their fingerprints on the updates. And suddenly, boom, pay to win vibes. Let's talk about the Kitsy Pet, because this thing is straight up meme material now. It's locked behind a Zen egg with a 0.08% drop rate. That means you gotta hatch about 1,250 eggs on average to get it. Each egg costs 149 Robux. Do the math, 186,000 Robux. In real money, that's $1,400 if you're buying Robux in bulk. And what does the pet even do? It duplicates other players' crops every 20 minutes. That's it. It's not even cracked compared to the raccoon pet, which is way easier to get. Like, bro, imagine dropping $1.50 for something that's barely stronger than the budget option. That's why people are calling it gambling. You're basically rolling dice with your wallet. And the fact that Do Big backed the game right before this egg dropped? Yeah, the community connected the dots real quick. And the fear isn't coming out of nowhere. This isn't their first rodeo. Let's rewind to Fish. Fish was the definition of a vibe game. Woozy Nate made it solo, and it blew up. 800,000 concurrent players at peak. It was just fishing with the homies, grinding rods, flexing rare catches, no pressure to swipe your mom's credit card, just chill. But then Nate sold it to Do Big Studios. And surprise, surprise, suddenly there's an egg salesman NPC chilling on the island, selling Robux eggs, then boosters, then bundles. And just like that, Fish turned from cozy fishing sim into a cash grab casino. Players bounced. From 800k peak to 140k, and now barely 20k active. That's not just a drop, that's a nosedive. And the community didn't stay quiet either. Forums, Discords, YouTubers, they roasted Do Big for ruining the vibe. The grind got so ridiculous that free-to-play players were literally calculating that it would take them years of daily grinding just to get certain rare items. Like imagine telling your friend, yeah bro, I'll get that item by 2029. Nobody wants to play like that. Eventually, Do Big got so much hate they stepped back from active dev, but by then, Fish was already cooked. And it's not just Grow a Garden or Fish. Do Big's got their hands in Blade Ball, one of the sweatiest competitive Roblox games. Everyone loves it, but guess what? It's already catching heat for premium crates and pay-to-win weapons. A Dusty Trip? Same story. Baddies, that roleplay classic? People swear Do Big's fingerprints are on it too, even if nobody knows the exact percentage. That's part of the problem. These guys operate like shadow bosses. Nobody knows how much control they actually have. Are they just throwing money at devs, or are they calling the shots on updates? That mystery fuels the hate. Players don't trust them, and honestly, can you blame them? It's the same pattern every time. A game gets hot, Do Big steps in. Suddenly, updates feel less about fun content and more about finding new ways to make you drop Robux. It's like the second you see their name attached, you just know what's coming. And when you stack all these examples together, the Roblox community starts side-eyeing every big hit. Like with Grow a Garden, the community's already bracing for impact. Even if the game's numbers are insane right now, everyone's low-key waiting for the moment it tips over into full pay-to-win. But here's the thing, from a business perspective, Do Big is thriving. Roblox as a whole is thriving. In 2025, Roblox reported over 111 million daily players. Hours played jumped 50%, and in just one quarter, players dropped $1.4 billion. A lot of that was from games like Grow a Garden. Roblox themselves hyped it as proof the platform could create hits bigger than Fortnite. So from the corporate view, Do Big's strategy is working. They're printing money. They're showing investors that Roblox is more than just an online Lego simulator. It's a billion-dollar marketplace. But from the player side, it feels different. The fun parts get buried under constant reminders to spend Robux. And let's not pretend this hasn't changed the culture. Back in the day, Roblox hits weren't like this. Work at a pizza place, you just roleplayed with friends. Natural disaster survival, everyone had the same odds of surviving, no boost required. Murder Mystery 2, Phantom Forces, they had some game passes, but they weren't locking the whole vibe behind a paywall. It felt fair. It felt community-driven. That's what made Roblox special. It was less about flexing wallets and more about flexing creativity. Now, with Grow a Garden and other Do Big titles, that energy's slipping. And that's where the community's frustration comes from. Yeah, the numbers look amazing now. Yeah, the game's breaking records. But will people actually stick around when the updates keep pushing monetization? Or will it crash like fish? That's the tension, and that's why Grow a Garden feels like it's in danger. But let's not ignore the dev side of this, because here's the uncomfortable truth. Without companies like Do Big, a lot of these games might not survive at all. Think about it. A teenager makes a game, suddenly it has hundreds of thousands of players. That's hype, but it's also stressful. Servers cost money, updates take time, the community wants new content every week. The pressure is insane. Most small devs can't keep up. Do Big comes in with cash, with marketing, with infrastructure, and keeps the game alive. For the devs, that's a lifeline. They get to cash out while their game scales to a level they could never manage alone. But for players, it feels like a trade-off. The game survives, but it doesn't feel the same anymore. And the long-term risk? Player trust. If every big Roblox hit turns into a pay-to-win fest, people are gonna burn out. Younger players will get frustrated, older players will dip, and Roblox could end up with a bunch of viral hits that peak and crash instead of building strong communities that last for years. That's the cycle everyone's afraid of, and Do Big's reputation makes it worse. Every new game they touch comes with a storm cloud of suspicion. Players are like, how long before this goes pay to win? That paranoia alone can kill the vibe. At the end of the day, Grow a Garden represents the crossroads Roblox is standing at. On one side, it's proof that Roblox can beat out giants like Fortnite, hit record-breaking numbers, and make insane money. On the other side, it's proof that money-focused updates can ruin the magic of a game. Do Big Studios is the symbol of that trade-off. They're keeping games alive, but they're also draining the soul out of them. And the community's stuck in the middle, trying to enjoy the fun before the next monetization bomb drops. So yeah, Grow a Garden is in danger. Not because it's failing, it's actually thriving harder than any Roblox game ever has, but because success attracts the wrong kind of attention. And once the pay-to-win updates stack up, it doesn't matter how many millions are playing now. The question is, how many will still care in a year? Or will it be another fish situation where people look back and say, man, remember when Grow a Garden was fun? Because that's the real danger. Not the numbers, not the records, but losing the thing that made people log in every day in the first place. And if Roblox as a platform doesn't figure that out, then the biggest games on the site might keep breaking records in the short term, but long term, they'll just be another cautionary tale in the history of pay to win.